Two Phoenix police officers were shot in a confrontation with a suspect today. That suspect himself was also wounded in the exchange of gunfire. Tonight we have team coverage on this shooting with Frank Camacho bringing us the very latest on the officers themselves and their conditions. Ryan O'Donnell with just how this thing unfolded near 59th Avenue and Thomas. Ryan?
Yeah, thank you, Beverly. Phoenix police investigators are still out here picking up all the pieces, trying to figure out how this whole thing went down. But what we know so far is that it all started right here in this park. Now, officers quickly swarmed and taped off this area after shots rang out at around 10 o'clock this morning. Now, when officers tried to question a man on his bicycle, he took off, pulled a gun, and then fired at the two cops. Well, the suspect then broke into a home, tried to steal a car, but when that didn't work, he then came back outside and a second shootout occurred. Two officers were hit. The suspect was hit as well.
I saw the cops there and they were just shooting, and I was like, got in the truck. I just kind of scared me there for a minute.
It's kind of bold for someone to shoot an officer like that. It's pretty sad, really.
Police say they haven't been able to identify a suspect in all of this. They do say he was shot several times. He is in critical condition at a hospital, but he is expected to live. For more on the police officers who were involved in this, we're going to send it over to Frank Camacho. He has more, but for now, we're live at 61st Avenue and Virginia. I'm Ryan O'Donnell, 3 TV.
Fright upon learning that their loved ones have been shot, and relief upon learning that they will survive.
We have two police officers, two veteran police officers that were hit with gunfire.
Frightening words to anyone who cares about those who carry a badge. It is especially scary considering one of the officers suffered a head wound.
I don't want to call this just a graze because it isn't, and if you can imagine an inch or two in either direction that either one of these officers' lives could have been taken this morning is scary.
The other officer was hit in the arm. Both were rushed to St. Joseph's Hospital. Their alleged assailant, who was also wounded in the brief firefight, was taken to Banner Good Samaritan Hospital for treatment. As news of the shooting spread, numerous officers began arriving at the hospital to check on their fallen comrades. They soon learned that both officers were up, walking, talking, and in good spirits.
We are very grateful that they are both here talking with us this morning, given what sounds like occurred, and it looks like they're going to be okay.
Yes, there is relief, but there is also anger, as expressed by the president of the Phoenix Police Union. Mark Spencer is upset. Some city council members have criticized city employees, especially police officers, accusing them of being overpaid.
Be assured that those who have chosen to run to gunfights in the past will continue to run to gunfights in the future. It wasn't a politician that was treated for gunshot wounds in the emergency room today. It was two Phoenix police officers.
Now, when asked if he was referring to Councilman Sal DiCiccio, Spencer said, quote, "That would be a pretty good guess." Mayor Phil Gordon joined Spencer at a late afternoon news conference that just broke up a few minutes ago. We'll hear from them a little bit more at 6 o'clock. But the good news, the bottom line is that the two officers will survive their wounds. They have been treated and released from the hospital and presumably are at home tonight with their families. Reporting live in Phoenix, I'm Frank Camacho, 3 TV.